Yes, like that. Now it's on video. Oh my God.
So we decided to do a little taping, something spontaneous, playing with the dog.
And let me say, Barney went up to the camera. He had a whole dialogue. It must have been like 2 minutes worth of shooting. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're done. And I go to stop the video. And it takes a photo. And I went, wait a minute. Was this recording the whole time? Nope.
I took a photo.
Took a photo of the doors. That was it. That was the footage you got. Welcome back to our channel. So in today's video, as you can see here, Donatella is in progress working on her headpiece for this Glam Seer look. The reason we didn't capture the beginnings of the headpiece is because we didn't think to video it at the time. This has actually been a project that's been on and off for the better part of a month. Occasionally Donatella just likes to work on something new, and this is kind of one of those projects that had really no beginning. So we just kind of started it and then finally figured out what it was going to be. So as you can see, Donatella here is just adding a little bling to the headpiece as she works to finish it up, and she'll be able to explain it starting here. There she is. She is glamorous, terrifying, and funny. So what I did is I covered most of the base with this type of cheap plasticky rhinestone, but again, it's a Halloween costume, so we just wanted to look fierce from afar. Okay, so now we are creating the chest plate for this look, and what I am currently doing here is cutting out all of the pieces based on a pattern that Donatella made based on her measurements. And the reason I do all of the cutting is because that is what a 4-year graphic design degree at the Rochester Institute of Technology gets you. Yeah, all that money for that. We got all our pieces cut, as you can see. I have 2 of each. They cut nice and cleanly. Those guidelines from the pencil actually helped out a lot to make really easy cuts, as you saw there. So I have all of our foam pieces ready to go. And my job here is done. Jose on.
So now that Mikey finished cutting all the pieces, before we put it together, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take each piece, I'm gonna take my heat gun, and I'm gonna use this tailor's ham. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat it and mold it so it takes that round, nice shape before I start gluing anything together. Okay, so what we're doing now is putting a thin layer of contact cement on all the seams that need to be glued together. I'm putting a little bit on each side, and then I'm gonna let it dry for about 10 to 15 minutes till it's a little bit dry and tacky. And once it's dry and tacky, I'm gonna start placing them together very, very carefully, making sure that everything lines up so that way we get the shape that we want. And once it's glued, it's just a matter of decorating and moving on. We already have one of the cups glued together. You can see how nicely they work. Now I'm going to show you what I did. Oops. See, don't let them touch until they're... Ooh, these ones are still a little wet. I'm going to blow on them. I'm blowing at them because I have no patience and I want to get shit done. But once they're dry enough, you're gonna start and get like as accurately possible, and you're gonna go start pressing them together. And once you got them there, you want to put as much pressure as you can and make sure that those seams are really squeezed together. And so if you'll see, this is the center side and this is the outer side. I'm gonna start from the outer side and do the same thing. So we're gonna match them there and go real slow to make sure that everybody's happy and cooperating. Okay. Perfect. And here you have your second cup. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, my little piñata. See? I mean, if you have no tits and you want to create beautiful big tits, this is a good way to do it. Okay, so here she is. Ooh, what a beauty. What a beauty. So what I'm gonna do is I want to make sure that everything stays really well put together. So I'm gonna take my hot glue gun and I'm gonna take this bias tape, which if you guys already know, stretches a little bit and molds better because of being cut on the bias. And I'm gonna secure all the seams from the inside with the bias tape, and then it's up to painting and decorating. After a couple of layers of paint, the base was looking fabulous, but it still needed something more, so I took the edge of a sequin fabric and cut it into a trim. It was really good because the fabric had stretch, so it molded beautifully around the bust shape. After that, I added some stoning, and to make it easy to wear, what I did was added right there in the back, I added some Velcro that I also installed on the bodysuit that I was wearing. So it was super easy to just lock them in place and not having to use any straps or any other way to secure them.
So to recap, we created a headpiece, we created a chest plate, but what you did not see yet is that we also created a belt, and on that belt we wanted to add these fabric panels to give a little bit more balance to the overall look, and you'll be able to see what we're talking about a little bit later in this video when you see the completed look during the photo shoot. This is literally the second time in a row now that this one takes the camera, starts recording video. He's like explaining everything going on, 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, telling jokes, and then he's like, comes to me, and then he gets me in the conversation. And then I look at the screen and I'm going, are you sure that's recording? He's like, yeah. I'm like, it's recording, but did you notice what the bottom corner says? It says it's a time lapse. So it's not recording. And it's just going to be a very quick version of everything that happened. So.
Oh my god.
Literally the second time in a row this has happened.
I need help. Nowadays, all these gadgets have so many big boobs and triple links.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is stop this clip. I'm going to hand it to you. And then you're going to make sure it's on video and push the record button. Okay. So, after a nice tutorial on how to use the camera, I'm gonna try again.
So what I did was to create a shoe strap or a shoe cage. I crossed strips of 1-inch pink felt and then put some Velcro at the ends and put some embellishments and stones. And I have some options to center here in the middle of the cage. Mikey, can you come and give me your opinion on these stones?
Sure. I wonder what choices I'm gonna have.
Okay, so here are the purples.
Interesting.
Here are the blues. And here are the pearls. Now, what do you think looks best?
Let me think here. Okay, so I think you should go with the pearls because this just better aligns with the pink that you have going on with the outfit. So I feel like that works better. I don't mind the blue and the purple, but in terms of what my favorite is, I would say this is 1, 2, with the purple being my least favorite on this look. So I would go with that. So this is the part where I found out he wasn't recording earlier.
Okay. As you already saw, I braided this chiffon to make like a rope to hold the belt part of my outfit, and then I went ahead and put some fringe on the tips of the ropes to make it look like dilingy-lingies. What's the word for tassels? So tassels are dilingy-lingies. And that was your Luci and Dona world of the day. It's makeup time! Girls, this is my zen time. This is where I meditate, and when I take risks. Girl, she took a risk. She decided to paint a third eye. She is risky. And then she went for the blue eyeshadow. Oh my God, who she thinks she is? Who does she think she is? But anyways, she went on with some pink foundation that she mixed herself. She was very proud about that. And the main focus was to make the skin look not human. So I wanted lots of shimmer, lots of highlights, just to make everything look a little bit more not of this earth.
We are here in the studio, gonna do a little photo shoot. I am the camera person today, because as you know, today's model is, Donatella Mirage. So I'm just gonna clear our little photo shoot area here and get that set up. We have our ring light today, because Josean remembered to bring that, so now we have...
I expect only the best.
Yep. After having the photo shoot for our anniversary, now he's like, nope, we're doing photos here all the time now. So I gotta go set that up. We don't have a nice camera like Jason, so I guess we're just gonna use a cell phone and this camera to shoot some video, which is fine. Like, that's for these shoots, that's fine. You know, if we get more subscribers, maybe I can afford an actual camera. So like and subscribe. And give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Ding! pretty quick and easy. There we go, our makeshift studio. I think one thing I'd like to add is get a white seamless backdrop to add to our curtain rod there. As you see, we have the green screen, which when that comes down, that does come down to 15 feet. So you could stand on it and not have to worry about taping anything on the floor. It would just be nice to have a white one as well that we can drop. So that might be something I invest in. This works. Thanks for all the tips, Jason. Who needs friends now? I could just do it myself. No. So we're gonna
need help.
All right, we're gonna do some test shots now. So, as you may have noticed, I had to widen things a little bit. In our quick test shot that we did there, Donatella likes to do a lot of these poses, you know? Stuff like this, with her arms out. And then it makes it harder to edit afterwards if I leave, like, all the equipment on the side of the photo. So, figured might as well just throw it on another backdrop like we did in our first video. And just widen it a little bit, and that'll make things a little bit easier to do in post-edit. So now I feel good about it, and we're just doing final touches. Donatella just got her lashes on now, and I got to show you this system that we're doing here.
So I had to steal a pair of gloves from the emergency kit because I didn't want it to get any makeup in my gloves before the shoot. So,
and the gloves are built into the bodysuit, so there's no way to like take them off or change them or clean them. It's one suit, so I said just put gloves over the gloves. That seemed to work.
you think I should put?
Oh, a lash on the. Let's see. Let's take a look. Put a lash on. Do you have two?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like if you're gonna do it, which I like it, you gotta have go all the way across. So I have an update. The lashes on the middle eye did not work out. They would not sit flat on her skin, and they kept popping off, and it wasn't working. And since we did not make a special eyelash for this, we just figured to let it go. But instead, we're just drawing one on because that's the beauty of makeup. And now with your new lash, looks great anyway. Like for photos,
Yeah.
I was gonna.
If you squint, take 2 hits of your herbal medicines, and then step back 3 steps. It looks good.
Yeah,
Looks good.
it look good for
I'm
photos.
confident.
All right, not too bad for our first photo shoot alone in the studio using just our phone camera and some lights that we have on hand here. What do you think? I cannot understand. Yeah. So dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. I feel fantastic. I can see a great future for you, and for you, and for you.
So we're gonna try something new now. We're gonna pull down our green screen.
Fisting.
Yeah, no. No. Never. Not happening. I want to be able to poop properly when I'm older. Nope. No, 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 no. So, back on topic here. We're going to pull down the green screen now. And I'm going to try some photos with that just because that backdrop is way better than this thing we pulled together here. But we're going to shoot some video too and see if we could do something interesting with that. Maybe a little lip sync number. So, let's try that out. We're going to change the studio now. Assistant! Assistant! And that's you. Yeah, damn it. So this was our little special video that we released on Halloween night all over our social media accounts as well as here on YouTube. It's a video of Donatella Mirage lip syncing to Genio Atrapado by Christina Aguilera. If you have not seen it, we'll link it in the description below as well as here at the end of the video. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.